It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the London Black Knights and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 13 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that in the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 6th-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, Very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Etienne bringing in another one. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Black Knights get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Ja'Marr Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think. Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd and 5. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll drop this one off with ETN. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The New York set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back to throw now on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. Down to about the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop the throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a big loss on the play there, an absolute disaster, really. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
It's now 4th down and goal.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
ETN is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He'll get out of the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They were held out last time. Here now is third and goal from the 1. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Black Knights have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The New York set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense back to work now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll set up a throw. That is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And check down complete to Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Jason Yarrow on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find John.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Out of the gun now on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
The pass complete to Jamar Chase.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today. The first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Open man is Chase, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now this one complete on the slant route. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 41-yard punt there with no return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Now Etienne to start the drive.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Another tote for Etienne.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Straight ahead, Etienne. To about the 35, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's what we're used to seeing from him. Like he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yards.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 40-yard line.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And they'll go again with Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, sprinting, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him now. They tend to leave him in.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
London about set to take over on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Etienne once more. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Etienne up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Etienne.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Eluding. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.